Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game Breakers. I'm here tonight with Allison and Thomas and David, and we are playing Tomb of Annihilation and the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Where we last left our party, they had been in the camp. They had just recovered
Righteous?
the alchemy jug, and while they were attempting to attend to their rest after their encounter into the shrine,
Epic
they then
victory?
had the ambush by the goblins, which had called forth some trouble.
Somehow gotten zombies and skeletons to hustle 3 miles.
Indeed. Indeed. And you have just cleared the battlefield of these creatures that had come. There were Axbeaks and an Allosaur, and spotted these goblins. There were the zombies and skeletons, and it was a giant fight. And right at the end of that fight, we had cut as it was getting late. But we'll go ahead and pick right up here at the end of that fight as the bodies hit the ground and things go quiet. The dead goblins and Axbeaks and Allosaur and whatnot.
I'm. Are we out of combat time?
Yes, it is. As the moment of quiet comes, and you are now out of combat. Yes.
First thing he does is run back to the top of the statue and check. Just like do a sweep.
All right.
Make sure there's no stragglers.
Look for something. And without need for a roll, you get the scene. There's that tense, quiet moment here in the jungle. There was just a commotion, and everything got quiet to listen to see what it was. The silence hangs heavy in the air. Carries on for maybe 30 seconds, and then after the moment of quiet, reaches its heaviest, you pick up the sound of birds in the distance.
I'll spend the next minute and a first level spell making sure there are no more of my favorite enemy, which are undead, within 5 miles.
Yes, yes. So revisiting. Now, while you're up there, do we have anyone else that's doing anything?
I will make tea.
You will make tea. Artists up here will come and check on people. Zaka will head back to the camp. The Aarakocra and Artis pick over the goblins.
And we have a prisoner. Is anybody who speaks Goblin? Do I speak Goblin? Don't.
Ha. I think I have
I speak Goblin.
for this.
I didn't think I did. Oh, it's the lunatic that doesn't speak Goblin. Okay.
Interesting. All right. You have some moment to gather your senses. The jungle resumes its normal activity, and the primeval awareness tells you that there are no undead any closer than before. They are some distance that way, across the river, and
Okay.
you're on the clear side. Still leave some questions. See, Ara Krokra and Artis take control of the prisoner, and I'll just go ahead and grab these and drag back to camp.
Uh, get Riverwind and um, Riverwind? No, wait. What are our two tabaxi guides? Flask of wine and
River
River
Mist.
Mist. Have them start butchering the animals,
Yeah.
right? Pack up
Take
the meat,
take to the dinos and the birds. I
right?
also
Teeth.
axe beaks.
Oh yeah, they don't call them axe beaks for nothing.
It's a thing. All right, so they haul things off to the backside of the trains and get to work.
Uh, where do you want to talk to the goblin?
Artist brings him back to this. There was him on the steps here.
Who speaks goblin? Just me?
Run off.
Not me.
Take a look. Anyone else in the party?
I will happily translate. I think maybe the spirit of the word should come from someone else. Uh, unless do I have intimidate? Is that my one social skill? No, not that one. No social skills.
I mean, being the primary speaker, I think you might be like, I could maybe assist you, right? So that you have advantage.
Okay, or something. Cool.
Unless somebody has a speak languages spell.
Lunatic. Little guidance.
So as you're saying this, you're having a conversation back and forth, and this this critter here, this creature, speaks to you. I can speak common as well. If that makes
Oh well then.
this less difficult.
Sure.
No, you speak goblin.
Yeah, I speak goblin, but I also know common.
Great. Makes this way easy. So, first, thanks for being honest with us. I appreciate that. You could have stonewalled for a while. Yeah.
And in goblin, he says, "At least you're not all idiots."
Nope. Sure not. Here's. Can I make a roll before I decide what to say? Like,
You certainly can.
I would like to know what sort of success or failure I should play to. So I think
What do you?
he's been well and truly intimidated. Yeah. I mean, we
Yeah,
just beat him
yeah, that's
unconscious.
good.
So I'm gonna go with,
Good assumption.
I think, persuasion.
Okay.
Anybody helping out?
Sure, I'll help.
Of course, it doesn't have any role-playing prompts, so this one's all up to me. Okay, love it. Hui.
Modules.
I mean, I did the
Always.
monthly reading, but I mean, oh yeah, I've entirely forgotten about
Our groups have a module defying tendency to talk to things that are in the encounter, and they're very seldom planned. So with a total of, I need to roll a d4 for the guidance, another 2, so that's a dirty 20 total. Look, you see we're competent. We are headed out into the jungle.
I happen to know my way around the jungle. I could get you there, for some coin.
I like your survival instincts. Anybody want to cast a zone of truth on this guy if they have it? I don't.
I could kill some
Nope.
things for you too. Bet you like that. Smash him.
How do you feel about your own people?
Well, they're important. They are the strongest and the smartest. They lead us. It is important. We have to work together. Otherwise, the dinosaurs eats us.
I mean, can't argue with that. There's a lot of stuff out here that really wants to eat people.
Yeah.
So we're about to go to, and I'm telling you this because there's no way you're getting out of our sight without some very friendly gestures. So we are headed towards your people, and we would like to know
Why?
everything about them.
Why you go to goblin people?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, I'm interested in just finding out more about them.
Dink dink, we strong, we fierce.
There is something I think your people have that I want, and perhaps we trade. And if your life is worth anything, that could be part of the bargain. And my Aarakocra friends there just want to punish you for something. I think you've probably earned it.
Birds.
Just a lot of reasons to go. People are very popular.
Just more things.
It's
that wanna
part
kill
of being
us.
the strongest.
Just more things that want to kill us.
But not all of you.
But they sure do squeal when you tie them up and poke them.
I think that's why they want to kill you.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Feelings mutual.
Sure. But it's not personal for anybody involved, right? It's just basic differences, need for resources. I mean,
No.
it's not like you can all make war on the dinosaurs.
No, it's personal. I like to squeal. It's fun.
Oh, well, then I still appreciate your honesty, but it's not helping your odds of getting out of this alive. And I'm just like looking at the Aarakocra.
Alive. Right. I know. I mean, He did squash the other ones, but that's okay. They were idiots. They had come.
Shit.
And didn't squash me. It's because I'm smart. And you're smart. And you're smart enough to know that I'm smart, and that's why he didn't squash me.
So you think you're smart?
I think you're smart. We both smart.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
I disagree heartily.
Flattery does get you someplace. So here's the deal, my little friend. What's your name? I see the panic GM look.
Boblin.
Killing me over here.
Ratsy. Think we can make you a deal. If you turn on your people, I think maybe you can make your way into being a leader of what's left. I mean, the Aarakocra are going to hit him. So that means your friends could make it out. So if there's anybody in the tribe that you don't like, you know, the weak ones that are dragging you down or whatever, you know, we're not to wipe everybody out, just going to punish you. That's how I understand what we've agreed to. Meanwhile, how are you going to convince us to trust you?
Can I trade you this? Offers scimitar.
No,
Shiny.
sure is. Don't care. But I like your initiative. My counter to your counter offer is show us through all the traps and defenses, get us through the hostile negotiations of the thing that I want. We'll take exactly enough blood to satisfy the Aarakocra, and then, you know, I'm sure you guys will raid them too.
Pluck their feathers one by one. Yeah. Makes
I
sense.
can't argue with traditions. I get it, but I want to let you know, like, that's not a clean hunt.
What about a scimitar and a javelin? Yeah?
I think we're negotiating how not to just let them kill you now. Right, buddy? Right, Ratsy?
You know, and his eyes dart one way, and then he darts the other. As he jukes one way and then dives into this bush right here, and then, well, there's a stealth check of 14 there.
I don't think that beats my passive.
I don't think it does either.
Before he tried to run, I was going to specify that this whole time I've been standing nearby cleaning my gun.
Of course.
And he's never seen a gun before. At least not one like this.
Not like this.
There's a bright blue kobold giving him the death stare and like wiping a rifle.
Well, go ahead and make a perception test to see if you can still spot him. But like, he dove into that bush.
I mean, if I can't find him, then Wayne can.
I'm sure. But yeah, he got a whole 14.
That is a synthetic 20.
Yeah, you're still looking right at him.
I make an annoyed sigh and just point the gun at him. You're not faster than this.
Okay. Fine.
Let's see. Did the lunatic sees him and from where is which bush did you ping? Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20-foot jump and eats him. Like, won't do damage, but will do the grapple. Oh.
All right. Go for it. Make the check.
So he's still alive. He's just in a frog now.
Possibly. How well does the lunatic eat him?
The lunatic's attacks aren't as easy to track. So, rolled an 8 plus 2 and proficiency. What's proficiency bonus on our sidekicks? Oh, 3. There we go. Sorry. So 13. Probably not a hit.
It is not. But it's enough for him to like cry out and be like, all right. Steps back out onto the steps.
We got a deal?
Sure. It's a deal.
I'm sure we're all watching his eyes carefully with it for an inside check. Like, how long before he tries to...
Anyone got some insight?
I think the lunatic of the two of us has the better.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, he's clearly saying whatever you want to hear until he can get away.
Any second.
Yep.
All right, everybody. How do we keep this little fellow so we can trust him? Or
I have shackles.
well, that's a good start. Or, real question, is it worth keeping our end of the deal? Chaotic good.
Part of the ideal was not killing him.
Yeah.
Can we just let him go, or is he gonna go like warn others? Is that the issue?
100% yes.
Oh yeah.
But we could fill his dumb little head full of misinformation. And I know he's right here listening.
I'm the smart one, you know. That's why I got the big mask. Dink, dink.
I believe him.
We could just like tie him up and leave him here. That's technically keeping our deal.
Yes, that's a deal.
Also chaotic good.
Deal.
Okay. What was the... Remind me what we know about the MacGuffin we're supposed to find at this goblin camp. There was something in the... Something about the shield guardian.
That the last known location of the amulet of Vorn is with the Goblin Queen being Grabstab.
Right. Okay, so I'll just ask him.
Arc, which, as they talk about, it moves around. It's a goblin village that moves. The birds have seen it recently. It recently moved. That's what we're heading towards.
Okay. So we already have the location.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's about a day's travel.
Okay.
The camp.
Should we ask him about the thing? The
Is
very
there a danger
important
to
thing.
him knowing what we're after?
Marcus steps forward. I think he's probably smart enough to know about the thing if that was the thing. But maybe we shouldn't mention it.
Okay, and here again, I'm going to make a roll before I I play something out.
Before you commit to a performance?
Yes, before I describe an action, I'm not going to say, and then I break down the portcullis, and then roll a 3. So it is as untrained as all the rest of my shit.
Did we decide what we're doing with him? I was reading at the time.
So with the 5, I go, oh yeah, we absolutely should ask him about the very special magic boots that I am out to retrieve that I don't think they know about. And I rolled a 5. So
That's what a 5 sounds like. And then you say wink and then wink.
wink. Right? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he?
One of those.
And the lunatic's just gonna like
Facepalm.
Did you see what I put in the Discord chat about the lunatic?
nah.
No. Oh no. Did my Discord fail?
One too many buttons. Swearing live on Twitch right now.
And I figured out what it is. It's actually using the app. It doesn't do that from the browser. It's a thing.
So, yeah, we can just tie him up and leave him here. There's no immediate danger from undead. Can't speak to anything else. Could lock him in the crypt, make him puzzle his way out. He's the smart one, right?
Yeah,
That-
totally.
Right? That way he wouldn't follow our people, at least not quickly.
I mean, if we tie him up and leave him here, Does that mean he either starves to death or gets eaten?
Assume he'll worm his way out.
Yeah, he's pretty resourceful, right? You think you can survive if we tie you up and leave you here? You think that's a good option?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay, see, he's for it.
Let me double check something.
I mean, I got some rope over in the bags over there. Might be better than manacles. You know, cheaper. Maybe.
Really consider
I
it.
thought so. Cliff has the sailor background. Like, not tying isn't a declared ability, but I mean, come on.
It fits.
Let's let the half-orc sailor work on these knots.
And I think that's safe. And I rolled a 16 deception this time. And it's not like he could possibly know we're going to be, like going off all the way around to check out that Vorn statue and then come around from the other side.
Born. You wish to visit Born. What are you doing, Born?
Is that directed at me? I couldn't quite hear you.
That was kind of at everybody,
That
right?
was like in response to what what you just said there, Wayne. Sorry, what Wayne had just said.
I know much. I am a warlock, you know.
Well, I say my prayers to Born also.
Oh. Well.
So if you don't say your prayers to Born, then you'll get sick and die like my cousin. I saw it happen.
The professor is quietly judging him.
Like, this got interesting. Weird, interesting, fast. Well, then you obviously know the path.
Yeah.
We don't have a map or anything, right? Like, as like Thomas the player, we know like a general area, but we don't have like pinpoint location or any kind of like indication of where it is on our travel.
Of course.
Okay, well then,
Well, there is. I think there was a mark I made on the map. Yeah, it's like a couple days west.
Okay.
2 days, maybe 3.
so certainly you can mark all the dangers on the path for a fellow pilgrim with my 16 deception.
Well, we only go there at night because the grungs and vegapygmies are there during the day. They all tend to leave offerings, but kill each other when we see each other.
Is it pretty?
Until they kill, I like to wait and watch them fight, and they just kill whoever was left.
Is it pretty dark back in the shrine? Like, there's no other sources of light back there, still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, tell you what, I too worship in the dark. And we'll go into a shadow space, and if he has dark vision, just fucking disappear.
Mm. Mm, mhm, mhm, mhm.
So, show me on my map, fellow pilgrim. I'll spread it out in front of him. Where the dangers lie on the way to Vorn.
How do you know where Yeliark is? How do you know? Points to
It's
the
not your business. But thanks for confirming. We weren't sure. Thanks for confirming it.
We just moved it there 4 days ago.
God, you're such an honest little goblin. You just keep giving.
Lost my
Why'd you move it?
lost
I
my
mean-
favorite socks. Oh, it was a Tyrannosaurus. So we cut the rope, and then the whole thing just flies off.
I did not know that.
It kind of does.
Did anyone here know that?
It
Did
kinda
anybody
does this
here?
whole like lever arm thing?
You knew that?
It's
This is where we
I
landed
pull,
last time.
I pull out a textbook and go. It was a theory, but
And birds are like, yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh, you knew that.
They kind of have this thing with like a snare bent tree thing, and then they are the snare, but it just flings them. Like the whole little village.
they build the village on basically a mousetrap.
How do they know there's going to be a suitable tree the next place they land?
Because it's the jungle. There's suitable trees everywhere.
I assume it has to be a certain level of straight. And, well,
I think you'll find there are many trees in the jungle.
let's see, like that level of bend, it has to have only a certain heft. I mean, there's a lot of math that goes into properly flinging a goblin village. I have to imagine. Oh well.
Sometimes it doesn't fly so far if the tree's not so good.
That's why we considered it a theory, because it's a ridiculous concept.
But
Oh,
here,
it's just got some flexibility. It doesn't have to be a certain. Okay. Oh, hey.
pokes a little hole in the map. Right here. Looks up at you and smiles.
Mending.
He looks like visibly disappointed as you put it back together. Oh.
Yeah, don't mess with my maps. All right. Well, thanks for all the confirmation, extra information. Boy, you've been really helpful. Where's your horn? How did you get the undead to hustle that fast?
Well, trade secrets.
Okay, fair. Game recognized.
That wasn't in the deal.
Sure.
So what are we doing with him?
I'm tying him up and leaving him seems to be his preferred trait. Do you like the sunshine or the shade?
Shade.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
But not in there.
Hey, Cliff.
Not in there. He kind of nods at the shrine.
We'll find a bushy tree and
I'll just go put him next to it, like crooked in the armpit of the alligator where it's shady. Right, kind of like here.
Okay. So, it is late morning. He's tied up and deposited in the shade. Do you have some armor? You're just gonna leave him there.
I want to picture Cliff walking over, pulling out a bundle of rope and just like casting a spell, just this beautiful orchestration of rope. And then it's just this tightly bound goblin like I haven't done that in years. Thanks, boss.
Right. It's tied with a handle in back. Oh, thank you. That's great, Cliff. Climbing easy.
After the artwork.
And I'll leave him with an Allosaurus tooth.
Okay.
About 10 feet away.
All right.
How did you tie your initials into it? That's amazing.
So everybody else is continuing downriver until they find whatever the next thing the knights set up, right?
So I believe the plan was that the majority of the party was gonna make camp here at Righteous for the several days. It would be for you to trip up and back, and then maybe some time there.
No, I thought because
This was gonna be, you were splitting into two groups, right?
yeah, but the group here I thought was moving downriver a ways because this place is a terrible place to camp. And we saw that that like all the escape stuff had gotten to the river, so if they went upriver, we'd have seen them. So the survivors must have gone downriver and done something else. So that's where we figured we'd send them. I think that was our reasoning.
Well, there was footprints and stuff.
Yeah.
There was trails and tracks. You have some time if you want to go and explore those and find what's going on. Make a story out of it.
Could be. I mean, we'll have to on the way back anyway. I mean, we have to. Our group will still have to find the place. But
Well, the thing is, moving by the water is much faster than traveling on foot through the jungle.
mhm.
So if they hit the river, like you'll be left behind. Like you won't be able to catch up with them.
Well, yeah, except then, because we have to cross the river anyway to do this. So then, we'll just get to this bank, and we'll be going down the same way, and to be real super honest, like fast in the woods. I make the whole group pretty nimble.
I hear you.
Um, right, and wasn't that? Did you say there's somebody in the group that was going to meet the Templar or this band of knights?
Yes, there is someone that that wanted to go meet them, which is at the next place, Camp Vengeance.
Okay. Well, perhaps Chippy can run them down the river, and Chippy has wizardly ways of sending us where things are. So if they find something, if not where they are.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so we have, your late morning. You've put together some remnants that were gathered from your fight there. I'll address that Camp Vengeance to you.
TBD.
And let's see, the goblin boss is over up here. All right, so the Arakokra were on their way and were willing to help you do this if you would help them go to Yeliark, right?
Hmm.
Looking to the map, you see that what was pointed out is about 3 days off of from Yeliark or from here, right? It's about
Right.
equidistant if you were to draw a triangle. One, two, three.
Do we have the map?
We can. Yeah, there is a map handout here. Do, 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 do. Right, there's the player's handout.
Oh, so we know where Camp Vengeance is. We've got a
Yes.
dot on our map for that. Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
on
we'll
that.
meet you there. It's 3 days downriver.
Let me just know.
You.
More difficult.
Oh, it's probably like a day and a half downriver because it's double speed on water.
Yeah, you're hitting 2 hexes a day on water. So
Yeah.
you're like 2 days travel to Camp Vengeance
Okay.
by water. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll meet them there.
And then you would have 1 day travel to Yeliark, and then 3 days travel to Thorn.
And
Go
isn't
down to Vengeance in another 3 days.
and is the Guardian was the Guardian Naga that Iku told us about? Is that in this area or do we need to go somewhere else for that?
It's south of Vengeance.
Okay.
Along the way. Now, Kawasha wanted to go into the basin, to the southern end of the basin. And
Yeah.
on the map, Imbala is up at the north end of the basin. So just like 1, 2, 3 hexes off of Camp Vengeance. Right? Everything's much closer together now. The biggest strait of nothing was the port to Camp Righteous.
Right.
Now you're
So if we do a little circuit to hit Yelyark, Vorn, reconvene in Vengeance, and then make our way to our next destinations, I think that's probably our best run.
Yeah, you're looking at by land 8 hexes to do that, and the river would be 4 hexes. 4 hexes of river, and the Yeliark Vorn Vengeance is 8 hexes of footnet.
And we ignored
one hex a day is your normal. You can hustle.
Yep. And we ignored difficult terrain.
True. You do ignore difficult terrain. You can hustle. There's a two hexes per day land movement on foot, but there's like a save versus exhaustion.
We'll be fine.
Right. If you do it double time, then it won't be so much. We'll be there in 2 days. You'll be there in 4 days. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think there was a division, right? They all lined up before.
Yeah.
Everyone said what they were, what part they were on. So
I believe it was just Azaka, Artis, and Iku that were coming with us, right?
yeah.
What-
just out of convenience that Chippy and Alex are accompanying the party instead of traveling.
Okay.
It'll probably be more than the one missing set. Like they're missing a session. They'll probably be here next week.
Oh, true. Yeah. All right. Well, let's head out.
So, you had some day crew and night crew and some other split before. Of course, if you, that was while you were all traveling on the river. Or is it going to be different now that it's a smaller group on foot?
Raise your hand if you don't have dark vision. Just the lunatic.
I don't think I have dark.
But
Because I mean,
both of me have dark vision.
it's dangerous either way. So
And I would suggest that it's going to be you and your sidekick. Right? I wouldn't leave him behind here.
right.
And I think this smaller party size is going to be the example of when we are working with our individual initiatives.
Yeah.
Player for 2.
Okay. Daytime travel, like we'll day, and if because we're double timing it, that probably means partially we're pushing late into night. So sometimes it'll,
Yeah.
that's why it's exhaustion.
Okay. So.
Also, we cannot get lost.
Right.
You want to
Yeah.
move at a fast pace. And who's the navigator out of this one? Wisdom survival.
I sort of my bag.
Yep, it's your bag. Azaka will have your back on that.
And I'll be getting guidance as well. Awesome. A 15. I don't think I have any advantages or any other bonuses.
And on a 3 or 4, you get 1 additional hex. Yeah. Okay.
A 3 or a 4? What?
You had the there's a D4 roll, but no, that was your guidance.
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay, so typically the way it works is right. You move 1 hex per day.
Mhm.
On foot through coastal, jungle, mountain, swamp, or wasteland. 2 per day by canoe on river or lake, regardless of up or down. Canoes 1 hex per day through swamp. If you move at a fast pace, you just roll a d4. On a 3 or a 4, you get 1 extra hex that day.
Oh. Should we roll that?
So I think that we'll start our hustle and set your timing to see what it looks like. And
Right.
yeah, traveling together, I think that because of the unique abilities that you have, that's going to impact that somehow. And so I would say like, roll with advantage or something. But
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I rolled on the 3. I rolled a 3 on the first one, so I rolled. So we got it.
So you got 2 hexes. Okay, so it was like 1 doing 2 hexes there, it'll be, in half a day's travel. Which is awesome. So
And that gets us to Yelyark, right?
to Yark in mid-afternoon. That would be the travel there, right? That's
Okay.
to set your pacing.
So kind of, we'll probably slow up as we know we're getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Check with our Aarakocra friends.
Dehydrated. So I believe there's also a traveling order. So you assemble the party and you start your travels. The caravan is going to move on to Camp Vengeance, which is at the north end of the basin, and they should meet you there. They believe they're meeting there, right? Well, they should get there in about 2 days, and I believe, yeah. Anyway, you're hustling. So in your travels, for the first part of the afternoon, when the sun gets to the high point and the heat really, comes in like thick. You have that. That was the wrong button. Just the thickness of the air and the bugs that seem to be drawn to you as you push your way through the dense woods. And of course, led by you, you find the easy path, and quickly your party is moving at this fast pace. And I would like to ask what kind of marching order you had. I know when we played last session, you had mentioned that you wanted to travel ahead of the party, trying to.
Yeah, 60, 100, sometimes maybe a little more. But there. So I think I'm gonna rubber band a little bit, actually. So I'll be like up ahead, marking trails, putting chalk marks or claw X's, or leading the way with like bird calls from my flute or the staff of bird calls, and but there will also be times when like I drop back and let the group pass me, hey, here's a pack of berries I found that are all safe or whatever. Here's the forage that I made while I was ahead, and then I will hide and wait and make sure we're not being followed, and then triumph ahead, because when I'm alone I can move stealthily at full speed and meet the party, make sure everything's cool, run ahead.
Okay. So, we're going to be using your passive perception with a -5 for the hustle here. And why don't you go ahead and tell me about that? What's that look like?
May I just throw out there that as a ranger, let me read it. Where is it? Here we go. Can't come lost. Even when you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking, you remain alert to danger. Am I still at disadvantage? with Natural Explorer.
Ah, Natural Explorer. Still alert. Oh, right. I mean, it has this thing, which is like a general rule. Of course, we got our sub rules too, right? I mean, we got the hustle. But it's supposed to take -5 on their passive. But not for you. Not for you.
Cool.
So, yeah. Why don't you go ahead and tell me about your passive, I guess, without -5.
My passive without the -5 is still not super awesome. It's only 14.
Go hustle.
But with a -5, it would have been real shit. So
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and transition us to this thick jungle here.
thought for a second it was a magic eye. You're gonna make me solve it to get the mini game.
I know it has almost the unreal quality.
I was zoomed way out, so it's fractal.
Alright, so we have this jungle travel that you're moving through, which would, slow most people down, but it doesn't seem to slow you guys down. So, as you're making your way through, your passive perception there. There is the telltale sound of this creature slowly wandering ahead across as you find yourself in the southern end heading north. Drag some characters out.
I will flute it to the party.
Give them the warning.
Yeah, large creature, no danger. If we hold still, won't engage. I got 10 bird galls and a bunch of flute whistles. I can make that one.
Okay. You want to throw me a stealth there?
No, I'd rather just auto succeed. But if you're gonna make me, I'll get a 23.
If you're gonna be an ass about it.
Yeah, it has come to this.
Oh, dice. Ugh.
Well,
And of course, disadvantage to perceive.
there is the stomp of the gargantuan beast just leveling trees, and it stops and picks at something for a moment. It seems to be taking its time.
I'll just kind of break back, hold here for a minute. Yeah, give me just a minute.
Someone want to throw some knowledge nature, or
Is this a beast?
it is?
Okay. I'm just gonna get to within earshot, but not side of it, and just be like, "Hey, buddy." I have an innate ability to communicate with beasts, and they recognize you as a kindred spirit. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas to the beast as an action, and can read its basic mood and intent. Learn its emotional state, whether affected by magic, short-term needs, food or safety, and actions that you can take to persuade it not to attack.
Well,
Rangers, man.
Rangers. It is a beast.
Yep.
And
Yeah, when we get to the dungeon, I'm not going to be this useful.
yeah.
But here in the jungle,
No, it's good.
Dungeons where I come in and am the exact same thing.
No, it works well.
Oh, this isn't an issue.
oh yeah, it says on my sheet that I just thumbs up this and we keep.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Call him over and
According to the handbook, the
How's
DM
it
can
going?
suck it.
How's it going, big fella? You need a scratch. It looks like you got a little dry spot. You need a little scratch.
he kind of like looks around and doesn't quite find you at first. Like,
Hey, buddy. I'll climb up a tree. Hey, buddy.
and then
Look at us. Look at us. Hey, so some friends of mine that have no trouble with you are just gonna slowly wander on past. Cool by you? Everything good?
he takes a bite and he takes like another 2 steps and starts pulling on the tree.
Cool.
And it's
We're just gonna wander on past.
that it is big enough that nothing fucks with it. Therefore, it is mostly oblivious. That's its move.
Hey,
Big enough that no one messes with me. I don't even have to pay attention.
I will toss it one of yesterday's good berries.
Took right from this morning, the last rest. Before the rest period.
Right. And hey, big fella, you're big and nobody fucks with you. If you chilled out behind our party, I make good berries all the time. You want more? Just keep following.
You got some
Huh?
hand animal there.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know exactly how much I can, how simple an idea I can communicate. Handle animal, say. The
Animal
devil,
handling.
you
Do they
say.
have something like this? Animal handling.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Can the lunatic see me about to have to do this and get me some guidance?
he's your buddy. He's there.
Oh, sure. In combat, can't get above a 10. Talking to fucking dinosaurs, 24. Or, no, 21. 21. I rolled the D.
Ha.
You know, if you're not busy.
Okay. Well, I think that it is an appropriate time to take our break. We'll go ahead and take a short intermission, and we'll be back in a few minutes, and hopefully we will see all of you here shortly. Catch you in a few.